Hello, sweet cheeks. Welcome. It's been 2 weeks since my last video, and the first thing I want to say is thank you for the reception of it. I did not expect this video to be as big as it was. I understand that with collaboration, it's gonna bring new people in, and I want to thank you for the new people, and I'm really grateful for it. But I'm really grateful for the people who participated in the video and share such beautiful and touching stories. I wanted to offer something in afterward, because it's been 2 weeks and I won't have any videos for the foreseeable future because I'm working on some bigger projects. Before I tackle those, I have some reads that I want to finish, make sure that I'm finally have a free schedule for those two projects that I've been preparing. And they're going to take me a while because I'm experimenting with what I want to do on the channel. I've taken some polls and the answers were kind of fun and give me a chance to be a bit more creative, but that means I'm going to have to learn some new skills in terms of editing as well as just filming with the phone. I don't have a camera, I don't have anything fancy, so I'm going to have to be creative with what I have. And yeah, so I'm excited for that coming up, probably like the next month or so, maybe in 2 months. But there's going to be some big project on my schedule. I am planning to do a body read with Noelle D. We're going to tackle Malazan, the Malazan, a book of the dam. Oh, good Lord, the Garden of the Moon. We're going to start with there. Probably have some discussion. We're working on some things, and hopefully people will enjoy that. But I have some big stuff on my plate coming up. And I'm excited to share it with you because I'm finally diving into the foundational books that I have not read. I did a video a while back to say what series I had not read that are somehow massive in the community. I've never read them, so time to do it. But in the meantime, I have been reading some books and I have finished some books. The first one I finished is The Lesser Devil by Christopher Rucchio. It was a really fun read. I love The Sun Eater, and I wanted to finish all the novellas before Kingdom of Death, and the 7th novel that's coming in November. I want to try to finish all of those before it comes out so I can join in the discussion and have some fun with people. I don't know if I'm going to do a review about it, but just to let you know, it's the story, we're following the story of Crispin, a brother of Hadrian, and I really enjoy his perspective. It was fun to see the exploration of Catholicism that Christopher Rucchio has been exploring in his own life. And it was fun to see it from a French perspective. So I've enjoyed that. The French was horrible. I'm sorry. This is my one criticism of the story. It was awful. And as a French, person, seeing French butchered like that was not fun. But it was good. You know what? He's not a French speaker, but he did represent the community, the names, the whole culture was put together in a really wonderful way. And given that France has such a history with Catholicism, it was cool to see that representation. So if you haven't had a chance, check it out. I have been chipping away at Hyperion with Red's Reading Café and the Book Street Boys server, Discord server, and good Lord, it's so good. I'm only about a third of the way in, and I did not expect this. I had heard, of course, all the lists saying it's one of the best science fiction book of all time, but the aspect of it that was based on the Canterbury Tale has surprised me, and I have loved it. I'm loving it. It's really good, well written. So much subtext is packed into it and so much ideas. I can't wait to finish it and get through it with everybody and talk about it. I hope there's going to be more discussion with people because online, because this has been fun and I've been really enjoying it. I'm taking my time with it because it's so good. But I'm hoping to finish it before the end of the month. I have tried Solenoid. I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm sorry. He's Romanian. I don't want to butcher the name, so I'm not going to pronounce it, but it's been one of the biggest literary release of the past couple of years. It's really good, but I did not enjoy the French translation, so I'm going to do it in English. I wanted to buy it in French and read it in French because it's pretty dense and it's pretty difficult. But trying to find a copy that's not, cheaper than $50 has been hard in French, so I'm gonna have to do it in English. And I want to take my time with it because there's a lot to unpack in there. So we'll see that in the future. I have received from the library Angie Kills a King, and it's been really fun. Evan Lakeham is a YouTuber that I had not heard about before, but apparently he's pretty big. I have been enjoying this. It's really fun. It's a short, fast read, and I've been enjoying reading shorter books. It's been nice to kind of feel like I'm doing some progress in my reading plans for the year. I've been reading a ton of really fat stacks, so it's nice to get something short and sweet and easy to read, because I've been reading some dense books, and this is easy. Really enjoying it. What a beautiful cover, and I'm only about, I want to say, like 10-15% in, and it's a promising story about a girl that killed a king and is getting her due after that. We'll see how it goes, and it's going to be a series, so I'm looking forward to what the future brings for that. I have been reading some French books as well. It's this French-Canadian book, funny title. Unfortunately, I can't really, the cigare au bord des lèvres. It's a funny expression, kind of raunchy. It gives you a bit of an idea for what the book is going to be. So to loosely translate it, it means that when you really need to go to the bathroom and it's just about to, get out and you're about to lose control of your bowels. It's a funny expression based on the fact that the character also smokes cigars, and it gives you an idea of what the read is about. It is trashy, raunchy. The character is not holding back about how awful his life is. It's a reflection on alcoholism, depression, and it's not holding anything back. And it's somehow it's a kind of a depressing book. It's really hard, but it's so funny and compelling, and he writes beautifully. And so sad that it's not been translated, because oh man, I wish I could share this book. In 2 hours I've read half of it. It's not a super big book, but I've just devoured it, and it's so it's not self-conscious, it's free in its delivery, and it's offering you a transparent look into some difficult part of life and how it affects his relationships. And there's some exploration as well as a sensitive topic, which is the consequences of borderline personality disorder, which is written in such a beautifully compassionate way, which is not what I've experienced in the past when it comes to that. To be transparent, I do have borderline personality disorder, and there's a lot of stigma around that diagnosis. And he's exploring it in such a tender way, with such openness and kindness, in spite of the difficulty that these kinds of diagnoses can bring into the life of people. And he's not looking at it with any kind of judgment, but just with tenderness and gentleness. And it's this weird combination of raunchy and disgusting details about a trashy part of his life, while at the same time exploring it with humor and just his desire to be loved and to love, and how all of it is getting mixed up and just making his life a little bit difficult. And he's slightly delusional in his own character, but at the same time fully conscious and embarrassed by his actions. I don't know, it's a whole trilogy, and I'm looking forward to go through them all, because it's been really fun and they're easy to read. Hopefully one day someone translates that, because it'd be a fun thing to talk about on booktube. I'm not usually one for autobiography or semi-autobiographical, geez Louise, it's hard to say, semi-autobiographical novels, but I've been really enjoying that. I've been also doing some poetry. This is a new book that I have not read, by Jonas Fortier. I wish I could share it with people, but everybody that follows me, I think, is English, so I can't really. But I want to be able to share what I read, because there's half of my reading life that's French, and a lot of them have been translated. So I hope in the future that I'll be able to share those that have been translated, so that people can discover a large part of my culture, which is literature, and hopefully, people will enjoy that. And the last one I'm going to do is Minor Detail by Adania Shibli. I hope I'm saying that all right. But it's about the displacement of Palestinians in the 40s and 50s. It's not a big book, and I've read a couple of pages, and it looks like it's beautifully written. It was recommended by Life on Books, and wow, whenever he recommends books, I always pay attention, because he's got some diverse reading tastes. And this one attracted my eye because, one, it's a very short book, but it's about a very timely subject that I've never really explored, and I do enjoy those difficult reads that challenged my preconceptions of the world. Hopefully I can read that before the end of the month, but we'll see how it goes. And lastly, I started a book on fascism, The Anatomy of Fascism, because given what's going on, in the world, I want to understand it better, see it coming, maybe, before it reaches our country. I never know what's going to happen here, especially being so close to the United States. I want to be aware, and I want to be conscious of this and how to respond to it. And I think it's important to educate ourselves on these subjects, not only to join the discussions, but just to be aware. So I'm not a big nonfiction reader, but I think it's high time that I bring some global consciousness into my readings. So I'll be chipping at that slowly throughout the next weeks or months, because it's pretty sizable read. Hopefully all of that will be done quickly, so that I can start my reading projects. There's going to be 2 or 3 in the next year or so, and I'm hoping to do a video for each book that I'm doing in the project individually. So yeah, look for that in the future, and let me know what you are reading, what you plan on reading, and if you have any exciting reading projects. If you have some videos that you're working on, let me know. Link them in the comments so that people can view your channels. All right, enjoy yourself, have a good week, and yeah, love you all.